It has been a busy week in the resort island of Phuket, where ministers and senior officials from ASEAN nations and its dialogue partners gathered at Sheraton Grande Laguna Hotel. This meeting was of special importance as it constituted the first time that all dialogue partners were attending after the ASEAN Charter took effect last year. Over 1,200 delegates from participating countries and over 1,000 members of Thai and international media attended. The meetings took place during July 17th to the 23rd, comprised of three main events. There were the 42nd Foreign Ministers Meeting, the Post Ministerial Meeting, and the ASEAN Regional Forum. On Monday, July 20th, the Thai Prime Minister, Mr. Abhisit Vejjajiva, presided over the opening ceremony of the 42nd ASEAN Foreign Ministers Meeting. In his address, the Prime Minister underlined the need for ASEAN member states to fully translate the letter and spirit of the ASEAN Charter into concrete actions. He stressed that the ASEAN community should be a community of action and community of connectivity, and the ASEAN community in 2015 should be a community of peoples.
In Thailand's view, the ASEAN community should first of all be a community of action. ASEAN must be able to act decisively and in a timely manner to address both internal and external threats and challenges to the security and welfare of its member states and peoples. Effective action must replace extended deliberation. We must show to the world that ASEAN is ready to meet any challenge and is well prepared to act decisively. We must continue to nurture a culture of concerted action in our organization, which will help to reinforce ASEAN centrality. For instance, if there is a major pandemic spreading across the region, our public health agencies must be able to set up quarantine and inspection measures, share information and laboratory results, mobilize volunteers and vaccines on a region-wide basis through common procedures and arrangements that can be quickly activated. Or when there is an emergency somewhere within our region or even beyond, and a request is made for assistance, ASEAN must be able to effectively respond as a group and in a timely manner. Second, the community should be a community of connectivity. This means goods and peoples, investments and initiatives can travel obstacle-free throughout the region. From Sumatra to Luzon, from the Ayeyarwady Delta to the Mekong Delta, a fully integrated ASEAN economy as a single market and production base must have such connectivity built into both its hardware and software.
Highlights of the meeting include the establishment of an ASEAN community by 2015 as stipulated in the ASEAN Charter, measures to deal with current regional and global problems such as the economic and financial crisis, food and energy security, the environment and disaster management, and prevention and control of pandemic diseases, all of which follow up on the 14th ASEAN Summit in Cham, Hua Hin. Discussion of these issues helped pave the way towards the 15th ASEAN Summit, which Phuket will also be hosting in October 2009 under the theme Acting Together to Cope with Global Challenges. Over 20 documents were signed or adopted over the course of the 42nd ASEAN Ministerial Meeting and Post Ministerial Conference. The main documents included a joint communique of the 42nd ASEAN Ministerial Meeting, terms of reference of ASEAN Human Rights Body, ASEAN Work Plan on Maintaining and Enhancing ASEAN Centrality, the ARF Vision Statement, the MOU on ASEAN-Australia Development Cooperation Program, the Joint Declaration on the ASEAN-Canada Enhanced Partnership, and priorities for cooperation under the ASEAN-US Enhanced Partnership. Now focusing on human rights issues, the ASEAN Foreign Ministers agreed to launch the ASEAN Intergovernmental Commission on Human Rights. The ASEAN Foreign Ministers on Monday adopted the establishment of the ASEAN Human Rights Body and Dispute Settlement Mechanisms. The announcement was made by the Thai Foreign Minister, Mr. Kasit Piramya, on behalf of the ASEAN Chair. The adoption reflected in the joint communique reported the establishment of the ASEAN Human Rights Body and Dispute Settlement Mechanisms. The ASEAN Foreign Ministers formally adopted the terms of reference of the ASEAN Human Rights Body, which will be called the ASEAN Intergovernmental Commission on Human Rights. They also recommended to the ASEAN leaders that the commission be launched during the 15th ASEAN Summit to be held in October this year, also planned for Phuket. The adoption of the terms of reference is the beginning of an evolving process. The terms of reference provide ASEAN with a platform for furthering ASEAN's efforts in the promotion and protection of human rights. Hence, as part of the review process of the terms of reference in 5 years' time after it enters into force. After this, each ASEAN country will proceed to appoint its representative to the Commission so that it can convene the inaugural Commission meeting during the 15th ASEAN Summit. The Foreign Ministers also endorsed an ad referendum draft agreement on privileges and immunity of ASEAN and agreed to extend the mandate of the high-level legal experts group so that they can finalize their work on dispute settlement mechanisms and other legal issues under the ASEAN Charter for the Foreign Ministers' consideration. When asked about the issue of the body being established, which may not have any strength during his press briefing on Monday, the Thai Prime Minister, Mr. Abhisit Vejjajiva, insisted that the member countries need to make a start and that the body has two main purposes of promotion and protection. He also pointed out that when settling out to do this, Thailand is focusing on three main issues: credibility, reality, and evolution.
ซึ่งก็เป็นแนวโน้มที่ดีนะครับสำหรับการประชุมในระยะเวลาที่เหลือในสัปดาห์นี้ครับ Well, basically, I made my statement at the opening ceremony in English already, so I think we'll leave it to questions, Thai or English.
ครับงั้นขอถาม May I invite you to ask Prime Minister questions? Could
differences in Myanmar, places like that?
First of all, we have to make a start, and the body has twin purpose of promotion and protection. And when we set out to do this, we said that there will be three principles that we have to adhere to. One, it has to be credible. Two, it has to be realistic. And three, it will be evolutionary. So in the discussions that they have had so far at the senior official and the foreign ministers level, they think that progress can first be made on the front of promotion. This doesn't mean to say that the protection side is going to be ignored, but it will come within an appropriate evolution and framework. And this will be something that obviously at the level of the leaders we will look at in October. But it's better to make a start than to leave this hanging with no progress at all.